All right, in today's coffee conversations, we're going to talk about Google search and getting to be #1 on the Google search for your keyword. My name is Ryan Guerra, and I've been doing graphic design, print production, web development, SEO, and video production for nearly 20 years. And each client that I have always wants to get to be #1 on Google search. And over the years, a lot has changed on Google search. So in today's conversations, we're going to talk about 2 key points about trying to get #1 on Google search, at least from my experience. Let me give you a little context to why I think that I can have a great conversation with you as you and your company want to get #1 on Google search. In 2006, I was working with a company and I decided to kind of mess around with SEO, and we went ahead and put the key terms into the page and built the whole page around the keywords that we wanted to get, or I wanted to get #1. A couple changes here, a couple changes there. We ended up capturing the #1 spot on Sightseeing Cruises Miami. And that one change totally affected the growth and the revenue from the company. But there was a couple key points that I want to highlight, because in 2006 versus 2019, a lot has changed in the marketplace. The #1 thing is Google has matured in their search and their potential to force companies to pay to play. And what that means is they have a Google AdWords campaign, and if you wanted to go ahead and pay to get that #1 spot, Google is definitely very mature and understands how to force companies to kind of pay to get the #1 position by just Google advertising. Now that's key, because as you want to try to get your business to the #1 spot, you can shortcut all these tactics and just pay to play. Now the problem with paying is there's no ceiling and you don't know how much you're going to spend. So yeah, if you have a small business and you want to get #1, you could do it. But the problem is you're going to have to, if you do it yourself, you're going to have to spend a lot of efforts to kind of figure out their advertising platform. You're going to figure out the tweaks and changes. But really the biggest thing that you got to do is figure out how to prevent Google from reaching into your pocket and taking the money out, because they're not going to tell you how to do that. It's your job to hire a company or learn how to prevent Google from reaching into your pocket, taking out your money, just because you want to be the #1 in search for your keyword. But that is an option. So if you're a small business and you're looking to kind of get #1 on Google, you can easily pay. Now, the second main category is links to your website. I call this like reputation, and you need to hire somebody that's going to go around and do link acquisitions to get more websites in the marketplace to point to your page for a specific keyword. The reason why this is important is because, their Google search, they want to present the best pages for whatever search category. If you have company A that has 100 links pointing to their company versus a company B that has only 50 links, you already know which one you're gonna present. You're gonna present this one as #1 because they have 100 links, and then you're gonna position this website second because it has 50 links. So Google and their algorithm is constantly trying to figure out how to judge people based upon which website is best. Now I have a secret that helps speed it up. Now the secret sauce is that you work with a content creator for your company who's constantly trying to figure out content and put in places to help acquire links pointing to your website. For example, you can use Twitter. It's not just posting comments, it's posting a link back to your website. You can use Facebook to kind of post links. You can do videos because you can put a link into the description of the YouTube video. That's the strategy, is to try to get more links, but the goal is to go ahead and work with a content creator for your company who's trying to create content and post links to your website within that content to throw back to your website. Because it's not necessarily about doing the tweets and the social media, but using social media to gain link acquisition, so that way Google's algorithm can factor that back in. That's kind of what I wanted to kind of talk about today. I know it's a very simple topic, but a lot of people don't know that that's how it works. If you want to move up in the Google rankings, you definitely have to think about either paying or link acquisition. And the only way to do that is to do it with an advertising agency that's working with content and always trying to put links with that content pointing back to your website. And if you don't have an advertising agency that's working on that strategy, then I think you can reach out to me. I'll be happy to kind of be that advertising agency and work with you to get content creation. Love to have this conversation, love to share my experience, where I think the industry is going, but I figured that you'd be interested in knowing how to move up on the Google search rankings. Anyways, like I always say, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the real world.